A 62-year-old Moran named Lakute faces down a 12,000-pound bull elephant gone rogue. No spear, no gun, just a cracked voice and a stare. The beast charges, dust boils. Then it stops, dead still, turns, walks away. Game camera footage shows the elephant's ears flare, trunk curl like it smelled death itself. Locals swear something else was in the grass beyond Lakute, something the lens caught for exactly 2 frames, tall, gray, jointed wrong. Wildlife biologists call it a glitch. The Samburu call it Nkuturunyak, the long shadow, and they say it's still out there, hunting. They told us elephants don't forget. Turns out something out here makes him remember. Samburu National Reserve, 4:47 a.m. Game warden finds the first sign. Tracks stop here. No drag marks, no blood. It's like the gut pile just vanished. 48 hours earlier, the herd was fine. Now 3 cows are missing. No carcasses, no vultures, just these scoops in the earth, each the size of a pickup bed, smooth as glass. Locals won't say what Nkuturunyak is, not out loud, but kids draw it in the dirt. Stick figure with arms too long, head like a broken umbrella, legs bending backward. Elders burn the drawings before sunset. Wind drops out, a single wet click, far away, then another, closer. Night vision, a Samburu Manyata, a cluster of huts, goats penned tight. A teenage herder records on his cracked phone. Day 4, goats won't eat. They stare at the fence like something's counting them. The phone light catches a shape beyond the thorns, tall, thin, swaying. The video glitches. When it stabilizes, the shape is gone, but one goat is missing from the pen. No gap in the fence, no blood, just a perfect child-sized divot in the dirt where it stood. Ranger logs call it anomalous predation. Samburu call it Enkai's mistake, a thing God made on a bad day and forgot to kill. How do you fight what leaves no trail? They find the first body at dawn, not dead, waiting. A young Moran lies on his back in the open, eyes wide, chest rising slow. No wounds, but his shadow stretches wrong, 10 feet long, forked at the end like antlers. The shadow twitches when he doesn't. Medevac now. He's breathing, but Jesus, his pulse is 22. Macro shot, a single puncture, pinprick, oozing clear fluid that crawls up his vein like it's got a mind. Lab results, unknown protein, prionic, self-replicating. Breaks down hemoglobin in minutes. Victims don't bleed out, they empty. It takes the young first, leaves the old to warn, but warnings don't stop hunger. A low wet hiss outside. The fire gutters like wind hit it, but there's no wind. Smash cut, exterior. The thing moves, not runs, unfolds. 7 feet at the shoulder, gray hide like elephant but peeled. Muscle fibers twitching independent. Neck too long, ending in a knot of cartilage that pulses. No eyes, just a vertical slit that breathes. It drags the boy by the ankle. The boy's mouth opens in a scream. No sound comes. The slit inhales. The boy's shadow shrimps, sucked into the slit like smoke. Rangers suppressing fire. Gunshots, sparks on the creature's hide. Bullets stick, then melt, dripping like wax. It doesn't flinch, just turns the slit toward the ranger. The air smells of hot copper and milk left out too long. Thermal shows it at 42 Celsius, 4 degrees above a healthy elephant, but its core, 60 Celsius and climbing, like it's cooking itself to move. The creature drops the boy, now a husk, skin parchment tight, and steps over him. Each footfall leaves a scorch mark. It heads for the Manyata, for the children. Cut to the teenage herder barricading the goat pen with thorn branches. His little sister clutches a beaded doll. The doll's head suddenly turns 180 degrees. She doesn't notice. If you find this, tell Mom I tried. The creature's silhouette eclipses the moon. It leans over the fence. The goats don't bleat. They deflate, skins collapsing inward like popped balloons. The creature's slit widens, inhaling the vapor. Then it looks at the kid, not with eyes, with pressure. His nose bleeds instantly. Heartbeat in 7/8 time, speeding. The drone drops to 20 hertz, subaudible, nauseating. Fight or flight? Neither. The body locks. Medics call it tonic immobility. The Samburu call it being chosen. The elder appears, barefoot, carrying a gourd rattling with seeds. He sings, not loud, a low drone in a key that hurts the ears. The creature pauses, its slit narrows. He steps between it and the kids. He opens the gourd, pours a line of red powder, ochre mixed with something acrid. The creature recoils like the line is fire. Not tonight, old mistake. Take me if you're still hungry. The creature sniffs the line, then steps over it. The song cracks. The creature's slit kisses his forehead. A single drop of clear fluid beads, rolls down his nose. He doesn't wipe it. Blackout. A single child's scream cuts to silence. What do you do when the elder's trick only buys minutes? They say fire scares elephants. This thing is fire. Plan B? Make it extinguish itself. Samburu warriors, faces painted white with ash, dig pits at sprint speed. They line them with dry elephant dung. Pour in fermented milk, sour, flammable. The kid, nose still bleeding, sharpens acacia stake slit with poison from the desert rose. Your song bought us time. What's the endgame? It wants memory. Give it one it can't digest. The creature returns at dusk, moving slower. Its hide steams. The droplet on the elder's shell glows faint bioluminescent. He ties it to a spear. Hypothesis: the fluid is a paralytic and a tracker. Reverse engineer it. Turn the hunter into the bait. Tracking shot. The warriors herd the creature toward a dry riverbed. They've soaked the sand with milk and urine, pheromones to mask human scent. The creature follows the glowing shell like a moth. The trap: a narrow gorge, walls flick with sap. At the end, a mirror, polished obsidian looted from a tourist lodge. Behind it, a pit laced with dung and desert rose extract. Now, warriors ignite the dung with burning grass. Flames whoosh up, but the creature doesn't stop. It walks through fire, hide blistering, reforming. The obsidian reflects it, its own slit staring back. For the first time, it hesitates. The reflection ripples. Something inside the mirror moves wrong. Mirrors in Samburu myth show Enkai's regrets. Maybe this thing sees itself for the first time. The elder steps into the firelight, spear raised. The glowing shell pulses like a heartbeat. He throws. The spear punches the creature's slit. Clear fluid sprays, ignites on contact with air. The creature shrieks like tearing sheet metal. It thrashes, slamming into the gorge walls. Rocks tumble. The pit collapses under it. Slow-mo, the creature falls. Flames lick its joints. It tries to unfold, but the poison seizes its muscles. The slit closes like a camera aperture. Last thing visible, the elder's reflection in its dying surface. Cut to dawn. The gorge is a crater. At the bottom, a husk, gray, deflated, the size of a bus. No bones, just a spiral shell where the slit was. Poke it with a stick, it crumbles to ash. Threat neutralized. Request hazmat and a priest. Final sequence. The kid finds the little sister's doll in the ashes. Its head is back to normal, but the beads are warm. He looks up. The acacia trees sway. No wind. In the distance, a single elephant trumpets. Grief or warning? Impossible to tell. Rangers burned the husk, sealed the gorge. Official report? Poaching incident. Meth lab explosion. Locals know better. The elder hasn't spoken since, just carves new beads, each etched with a tiny slit. When asked why, he says, so the next one remembers we bit back. Drone rises over the reserve. The scoops in the earth are filling with rain, but one shadow, long, jointed wrong, lingers under a cloud. Then the feed cuts to static. Case closed. Tell that to the elephants. They still won't cross that gorge.